Welcome to UARC. We are here to pass on the knowledge that we have. Thank you for taking time out and being here today. Welcome to our final video about spatial intelligence. We have 5 parts in spatial intelligence as per our derivation. So we have come to the end of this part video. So we are talking about spatial relationship between objects here. So if you haven't checked our previous videos, I'll give the link in the description below so you can check that video as well. So let's get into the video now. In spatial relationship between objects, we have 6 main divisions. And first is relationship between 2D and 3D. For example, if some 2D figures are given, you should able to understand its 2D forms. So what are the 2D forms? Top view, side view, front view, back view, like that. So you should able to identify all the 2D forms. Okay. So that is the relationship between 2D and 3D of particular object. So let's see an example. Select the correct 2D shape that represents 3D shapes viewed above. So we have the 3D shapes and we have to identify the top view of it. So the answer is A here. So moving on to the next question. Select the correct 2D shape that represents 3D shapes viewed from top and sides. So first let's see the top view. So the answer is B here. And let's see the view from this side. This is side 1. So answer is C. And other side, the answer will be A. So hope you understood this concept. Moving to the next slide. Another type of question for relationship between 2D and 3D is they'll give you 2D form and ask you to find the correct version of the 3D form. So what we have to do here is for the given 2D form we have to find the answer. So here in the first question, to which object does the given top view corresponds to? So from here we have to find it. So I think you started guessing the answer. Yes, the answer is A here. Moving on to the next topic. The concept of shadow is very important question. So let's understand it better. So we have 4 main directions: east, west and north, south. So we have to be familiar with its orientation because they will give only the north point in the maps or questions. So you have to understand the right orientation from it. And we have 4 cardinal direction, that is northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest, like that. So I hope you already know this concept. So now moving on to this shadow part. So in morning the sun rises in the east. Okay, if an object or man facing east, his shadow will be on the west. You are right. So when it's west side, it will be an evening or sunset. The object or man facing the sun cast his shadow on his east side. Okay, by 12 noon, the shadow casting will be less or none because sun is on the top of the object. Okay, so this is a main concept that you have to understand. So the questions will be asked like this. One evening, so evening means sun is on the west side. Mohan and Ram were talking to each other face to face. Imagine you are one of them. Okay, if the shadow of Morgan exactly on the right side of the Morgan. Imagine you are Morgan. You are facing somebody called Ram, and your shadow is falling on your right side. Okay, the sun is on the west side. Remember that. Which direction Ram is facing? It's asking about the opposite person's direction. So let's see it. Okay, when sun is on the west, you're facing the north side because the shadow of yours falls on the right side. So Ram is facing on the south direction. So this is the answer. Hope you got it. imagine, you definitely have to imagine yourself as one particular person in that conversation, so that you can easily identify or crack this question. Moving on to the next topic. This topic is called direction and distance because we have to be very familiar with the direction, and we should also know the mathematical part of this distance question. So this can be asked. So the first question states that Shiva starting from his house and goes 5 kilometers in the east. Okay, he turns to his left. He's in the east. If he's turning towards his left, where he goes in the north. Okay, because you have to be very familiar with that northeast southwest orientation, and then only you can solve this question. So again he is going in his left for 4 kilometers, and he turns again left and goes to 5 kilometers, and how far he is from his house and in what direction he is there from his house. So this can be answered like this. See, it is his house. He is going in east for 5 kilometers, and again he is going in north for 4 kilometers, and again he is coming back. Again he is turning his left, which is on the west, for 5 kilometers. Now from the figure 3 we can easily identify that he is 4 kilometers from his house and he is on north direction from his house. How easy it is if you draw this diagram. But you have to be familiar with that northeast southwest, which means direction and meaning. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Suresh, starting from his house, goes 4 kilometers in the east and then turns right and goes to 3 kilometers. Now you have to, if it is east and then right, what is that? What is that direction called? You should be familiar. What minimum distance will be covered by him to come back to his house? Again, let's see with the diagram, it will be easy for us. So he's going 4 kilometers from his house and he's again turning right, which is south direction. 3 kilometers he's going. So we have to find the distance from here. So what we can do is we can use Pythagoras theorem here, so that a square in a triangle, a square plus b square equal to c square. C square is the distance he has to cover. So the answer is 5 kilometers here. So you have to be very familiar with the direction as well as with the few mathematical idea. Okay, and let's move on to the next topic. So here it is about 2D map navigation. So this also checks your spatial relationship between the objects. So while you're turning right, left, how is this object is related to that, in what direction, in what way. So that is why this topic comes under the spatial relationship between objects. Okay. So let's understand. Some officer in the that street. That street is here below the P direction. So he can see the town hall on his right. Okay, consider yourself standing there, and you can see your town hall on your right side, which means where you're facing downwards. So downwards means we can see the north point facing top. So the down will be south. So that particular officer is facing south. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Same particular officer in that street is walking to the junction with the main street. She turns left and proceeds 2 blocks before turning right, and then taking the next right and walking half a block. What's her nearest location? The answer is let's find how it is. Okay, you should imagine yourself standing there in that particular street. Okay, now you're walking to the main street junction. You reached your junction. She is turning left, so you're also turning your left and proceeding 2 blocks before turning right. So after this you're going to turn right. So first left, proceeding 2 blocks. Now you're going to turn your right. Then you're taking your next right. Again, it's your right and walking half a block. Okay, you walked half a block. So what's your nearest location? M. Hope you understand how to solve the question. Let's move on to the next. So here they will give some kind of plan like this, and they might ask you to find the direction, or they might ask you to find the room, identify the rooms like that, or they might ask you to find or ask you to give the different furniture arrangement for this particular room. So these type of questions may come in plan reading. Okay. We have come to the last topic of spatial relationship between object, that is perspective and its principle. So I have listed down few terms which are very important and question can be asked on it. So sit down and take your time. You can take screenshot of this image as well and understand each terms in detail in respect to the drawings. So we have worked out few examples under this perspective and principle that will be followed up in the video, and the results or answers will be given in the end. If you want us to do some more detailed perspective and principle topics, please let us know in the comment section below. Consider subscribing our channel, and thank you for watching. Take care. So, in order to increase your visual spatial intelligence, we found these three techniques or these three fun activities will help you. For example, let's talk about photography. What photography will give you is an imagination of things, how it look from another viewpoint, from different perspective. So we would have seen all the things from our own perspective or viewpoint. So this will help you to look at different viewpoint. So next is paper folding. This will enhance your mental paper folding ability. And talking about music playing, this will allow you to mentally pack your things one item after another, how to fit the most items. So all this matching fitting questions will get improved if you're playing music. So one best part is take photos. Okay, start doing that at different angles so that you can improve your perspective skills very well. So hope you like our video. Bye bye. Take care.